Season 1, Episode 2 of the originals. Super excited. Davina is brainwashed. I am kind of glad that I don't remember that much about like what's been happening in the series thus far, even though I've watched 3 seasons of it. But I think I was like skipping, and I didn't know back then what I was watching and what I wasn't watching. So it was kind of good for me. Let's get into it.
Who the hell are you?
He must be the maid.
1 minute he was here making epic promises about protecting me in this predicament that a bottle of scotch and some bad decisions got me into. He was all poetic about how we're family, and then Klaus told me he bailed. Guess that's what I get for trusting a vampire.
Elijah is not just any vampire, and he does
Right, he's noble.
Which means Klaus has done something dastardly, and Klaus like, Klaus, get out here and tell me what you've done with our brother, you narcissistic, backstabbing wanker.
Enough.
So sorry, were they friends of yours? Well, that's right, you don't have any friends.
Ooh.
I do have
Burn.
I have Marcel.
Marcel is not your friend.
Him, don't you? You remember this house as well as I?
I was just about to say, is this like the original house that they lived in? That's cool.
Everything.
Oh my gosh, Rebecca.
And you dropped your knickers for, then human beings would cease to exist and we'd have no bloody food.
How dare you, sir? You would do well to reach...
Brother. Klaus.
Oh. Klaus, come on now. Come on now, Klaus.
As long as I'm carrying this baby, I can't leave New Orleans. If I do, they kill me.
Well, knowing Klaus is planning a box for you the second you give birth to whatever's cooking in your tum.
Mm.
I'm leaving
Yeah, you're dead.
as soon as I find Elijah. Being daggered in a box for decades sucks.
Without access to them, we're powerless.
Oh, wow.
If we run, we're leaving our legacy behind. Our home, our family.
Everything. Dang.
Well, family's overrated.
Family backstabs you.
Being Emil, the governor's only son. Or so we thought. Turns out the governor had another
Slavery.
son from a mother that he owned.
Klaus is triggered because that's what his father did to him.
About Marcellus.
Marcellus.
Marcellus?
Comes from Mars, the god of war.
Oh, great, great, great. Almost called him Stefan. Klaus. Give him the name Marcellus. Oh.
Perhaps there is hope for our brother after all.
Perhaps you could help me diagnose my friend over here. He's been a little bit depressed. Can't keep his mind off a girl. He tells me she's a queen, fit for a king. I think he should cut his losses and move on. What's your professional opinion?
Be a nice guy, and maybe the opportunity
Ooh.
will present itself someday.
Oh, Camille said.
About tonight, 9 o'clock. I'll meet you right here.
I'm busy.
I'll take it under consideration.
Oh, for protection.
Just a little one.
What? No. Yeah, she's calling the peoples on you.
Cut it with Jimson Reed. You're doing the right thing.
Yeah, I told y'all she was gonna tell them folks. I told y'all.
Hey, want to gain points?
Damn, girl! I said damn! How could you?
Get over it, Josh. It's not like I had a choice. You would have done the same thing, but you're such a little ninja.
Oh. See, the real her came out. See, bye.
Think about people who betray their own friends. Come on. Let's go for
Yeah, Klaus is definitely gonna betray you. But you guys are not friends at the moment. ATM. He grew up with the originals. That's insane. Marcel. Oh my gosh. Wow.
think it's mutual, but
Come
I
on,
haven't done
Klaus.
anything about it. I wouldn't. Not.
And you won't. I love my sister, but she lacks fortune when it comes to men. They come and go.
But you know that he's a good guy at this time and place.
She's my family.
But he's also raised by y'all.
Family. I have begged you to turn me into a vampire.
And I told you I will turn you when you're ready.
And it was her who killed my guys.
Doubtful.
I mean,
Unless that biker bar is frequented
yeah,
by small
she did.
high school quarterbacks, I can't imagine she'd be interested.
Someone saw a werewolf in Bionville Park.
Get a couple night walkers to run it down. Bring me back its head.
Really?
One upset stomach and all this stupid drama's ancient history.
No. Who was that?
Coming into the quarter. You're coming with me.
Oh,
I have had it up to here with vampires telling me what to do.
get him. I thought that wolves had like super... I thought that was Caroline at first. I was like, wait.
There's no way to treat a pregnant lady. I do hate bad manners. Spent all the time in the world to execute a plan, and no one's seen you do a damn thing.
Ooh.
Elijah made a deal to protect your child,
Right.
so that it could save you from your selfish, rotten self. You obviously don't give a damn about the child or Elijah, because what have you done to honor it?
I've done everything.
What?
Let me spell it out for you, shall I?
Please.
From the day I arrived, Marcel hasn't trusted me. From day one, he's had his vampires ingest toxic vervain, which, as you know, little sister, protects them from my mind control.
Oh.
I needed a spy. Someone on the inside with me who Marcel would never suspect.
Oh.
So I created a day zero and got there first. Hey!
So he was ahead of the curve. Wow. Okay, okay. Okay, you got ideas. You got ideas.
I was buying poison so I could put your little baby out of its misery.
Nick! Nick! Keep your hands off her. She is pregnant, for God's sake. All of this bluster about
Abusive.
not wanting the child, and then the second she tells you she's ready to get rid of it.
Right, just admit that you want the baby.
It's okay to care.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay to want something.
Just want you to feel, open up, love. Come on, Klaus. Come on. You just got choked out.
I gave Elijah to Marcel.
What?
Marcel was nervous. Bad enough one original returned to town, but two, if you don't like it. There's the door.
The door.
See if I care.
So he still didn't really admit that he wants the baby. He just said, I'm going to be honoring Elijah's plan.
Even when you hate him, you still
It's
love
her
him.
brother. Always, forever.
Spend 1,000 years with someone, deciding to quit them is like losing a part of yourself.
Marcel. Like, you literally raised him and you don't want him to be with Rebecca out of all people? Marcel, you're being reckless. You're being reckless.
My brother will kill you.
And I'll die smiling.
Did I not warn you?
Klaus, I beg of you! He's not like any other.
But you, dear sister,
What was...
be the lesson in what you can and cannot take from me.
See, I love Klaus, but he does unnecessary things. Like, chill out.
Where's my brother?
Hello to you too. Cammy, Rebecca, Cammy.
Tell me where Elijah is.
What the hell is going on?
Tell me where he is or I will kill you.
No, you won't.
Don't test her.
But I will kill her.
Let her go. You
It's
want
not a
it.
part of the plan,
I'll take
Rebecca.
you to see Elijah.
What the hell are you people?
Poor Cammy. Goes on one date. Almost sees her date get killed.
She doesn't seem very nice.
She can be, but she hasn't been very nice to me tonight.
She doesn't have a reason to be. Threw her out the window. Davina, power. But you're doing a little too much, girl. Calm down. You're freaking mesmerized by freaking Marcel.
I'm glad you two finally got to meet. Now you know what you're dealing with.
I was just trying to see my brother. I don't understand.
Just like this town is mine, Davina's mine, and Elijah's mine.
Davina's mine. Everybody's mine.
What was once yours,
freaking possessive.
I realized I wouldn't let anyone hurt it.
Her motherly instinct.
I'm beginning to think we're a lot alike, you and I. It's time to fight.
Time to get down and dirty. Time to get Marcel out of here.
I made Marcel everything that he is. I treated him like a son. He stamps everywhere.
Everyone knows it's Marcel. Who?
It's for Michelson.
Ooh.
I want it all back.
Right.
And if I have to push him out to get it, then that's exactly what I'll do. I'll have someone see to the air conditioning.
Marcel possesses a weapon bigger and more powerful than an original, and you handed our brother to him. How many times will Elijah forgive you?
Aye, aye, aye.
How long until his hope for your redemption finally dies?
I did what I had to do.
I am finding Elijah. Whatever it takes. Are you going to help me?
Whatever it takes.
Okay, Davina, that's not a good painting, just letting you know. She's just a kid. Like, you're just really manipulating her to think that she should be doing things like this.
I'm gonna need you to figure out how we kill an original.
Y'all don't know? Get that white oat steak. Okay. First of all, the soundtrack in the originals is great. I love it. Just like Vampire Diaries. Yeah. So basically, Marcel's got Davina, and Davina is very powerful. Even more powerful than original vampire, which is kind of crazy. I think that she definitely needs to realize that she does not have to do everything that Marcel says, but I feel like she's kind of like, I don't know, she was raised by him, so she kind of feels like he's the only thing that she's like ever seen or known or encountered. So she's like, oh my gosh, this guy is amazing. This is like basically my dad. He's raised me. He's keeping me safe. But really, he's keeping you from the other witches that are your family, your old family, your ancestry, which is not right. And he's not telling you the whole truth of everything. Like, the witches are witches. They can do their magic. If you were one of them, he would have been doing the same thing to you. But she's only like 15, 16. So like, she doesn't understand that right now. All she sees is Marcel. I love Marcel. It's my companion, father figure person. Yeah. That was a good episode. I did note that not all the vampires, which, you know, that's a given. All the vampires don't have daylight rings, but I guess Marcel is able to make some for like select few that he trusts. Rebecca used to be, you know, in love with Marcel. That was a whole thing because Klaus doesn't want them to be together, which I don't get, but I guess I do kind of get. He doesn't, well, like, it's not his say because, like, literally you're her brother. And she's, like, literally, like, more than 300 years old, more than, like, 1,000 years old, and you're still trying to say who can and can't date her? Possessive much? That's where Marcel got it from. That's why he has got Davina locked up in the castle. Like Thumbelina. I think that's her name, Thumbelina. Got her locked up in the castle. Doing spells. Doing magic. What you don't want anyone else doing because you just want to have all the power still. And you've taken their most powerful little witch. So they have nothing. And that's what they're fighting for, really. Is that witch to come back. And to get Marcel off their backs. Because they know if they have Davina on their side, like, Marcel is nothing. Marcel is nothing at all. Why did I say Klaus is a killer? Like, did we not know? Did we not know that? I thought it was interesting that they, like, draw their power from, like, ancestral magic and everything. That was pretty cool. So I guess, I don't know what Davina draws her magic from, though. I guess she doesn't need to draw it from anything. Marcellus That's his full name. I didn't remember that, which means the god of war, which there's about to be a whole war happening. So a little foreshadowing. War between the vampires, the wolves, the hybrid, the witches. It's just going to be crazy. Haley tries to get rid of her baby, but she couldn't do it because her, instincts, motherly instincts, and like, the reality of the situation for her, came into play, and she was like, no, I can't, I have to, like, protect the baby, and, like, I love that. Klaus is abusive. Do not choke a pregnant woman. Don't choke a woman at all. Like, chill out for a little bit. Like, you can chill. Not that big of a deal. Oh, and then, what's her name? Haley gave Rebecca 2 steaks just to be, careful, because we don't know what Klaus is up to. He be staking people left and right. He be giving people away to Marcel, which I don't get. Like, why would you give your brother away? But it doesn't make sense to me. Klaus has now realized that was a bad idea because they've got a secret weapon. Davina. Davina will kill everybody. Why am I talking like everybody? Davina is a very powerful witch. She's only 16, which is kind of crazy. She's powerful. She threw Rebecca out that window like it was nothing. She has passion. So passion mixed with great power means a destructive device, killing device, especially to vampires. I'm excited to get into the next episode though. And I like that, Klaus kind of talked to Haley a little bit and got a little, insight and, on why she did not give up the baby. And, like, he saw that they were kind of similar to each other, that they were, like, fighting for the same thing, kind of. So, yeah, he's kind of warming up to the idea of having a child, which I like. And I'm excited for the baby to be born, even though it just got in her stomach. But, yeah, okay. I'm going to go on to watch the next video. Thank you guys so much. See you in the next video. Peace.